Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spartan Soccer. Thanks for joining us on TV3 for coverage of the game between the visiting Centerville Bulldogs and the Spartans. We are on the campus of Connersville High School with Ron Wiley. This is Fran Schommel, and Ron, our first televised of Spartan Soccer this season.
Yes, and the first time in a long time, and we're here in the press box, which is a nice press box. It has a concession stand. It has restrooms, so if you're out and about and you think, well, man, soccer, it's just out in the middle of a field. It's got a state-of-the-art press box. Come on out and support these kids. They do a great job, and I tell you, I'm probably going to lose 10 pounds watching them run up and down the pitch here.
Has all the conveniences of home, this new press box.
Absolutely, it's very nice. And again, these kids work very hard all season long, and it's nice to have this facility. These kids are blessed, and come on out and again support Spartan Soccer.
We'll go through the lineups here for the Bulldogs. Number 3, Dante Torres, who is a junior. Number 4 is Jackson Crosley, one of the seniors on the team that the Bulldogs bring here to CHS. Brandon Wilson wears number 6. He's a junior. Number 8 is Caleb Duncan, another senior for the team. Their goalie will be number 25, Tyler Phoenix. He's a senior. He's the goalkeeper. Other guys in the lineup will be Kylan Myron. He wears number 13. He's a senior. Number 14 is Tom Prendowski, a senior. Number 15 is Trenton Uhl, a senior. Number 20 is Michael Brewer, a senior. And number 21 is Ryan Tincher, a senior. So a lot of veterans on this Centerville team, Ron. Yeah,
they do have a lot of veterans on this team. They bring experience. I think their record, if I remember right, Fran, is not the best.
No, they only won 2 games. They've lost 5.
Yeah, and one of the wins was by forfeit. So they may have the experience, but it's all about the skill set.
That's right. For the Spartans, Cole Garrison is their goalie, and he wears number 9. Right now, we will pause here for some opening ceremonies, and then we'll return to the lineup for Connersville.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Connersville High School for this afternoon's soccer contest between our visitors from Centerville, the Bulldogs,
the teams, I believe,
and the home team, the Connersville Spartans.
Spartans lineup will include, as we mentioned, Cole Garrison. He wears number 9. He has the tough job of stopping all the volleyballs headed for the net behind him. Also in the lineup for Connersville, Cole, by the way, is one of the seniors. Dalton Lee is a senior. He wears number 10. Peyton Kiefaber, another senior. He wears number 7 and number 16, and the junior is Cooper Griffin. Also lining up for the Spartans will be a senior wearing number 1. That's Evan Harris. Armand Angeles is a junior. He wears number 12. Also Jugman Dami, a junior, wears number 11. We have some other starters here. Alex King wears number 27. He's a junior. Dylan Cox is a junior, wears number 17. Zane Spurlock, senior, wears number 18 and number 34. And the freshman is Cole Martin. Spartans have won 5 ball games, lost only 1 time, Ron, but they tied 2. So
yeah, soccer has ties.
Their last ball game was a tie with Southwestern of Shelby County. The last game for the visiting team here was with Seton Catholic. Centerville came away with a 5-2 loss on that ball game. As I mentioned, they won 2 games and lost 5. Spartans' one loss, unfortunately, was to an Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference foe, East Central.
Yeah, not good when you have that loss in the conference. But again, 3-1 in conference play for the Spartans, so that's good
right.
For the bottom least team.
Yeah, that's excellent. So if they can keep playing well in the conference, they could come up with a victory. Let's pause for the playing of the national anthem. Good, a national anthem, good rendition, Ron.
Yeah, very good. Better than what I could do. Always nice to hear the kids come on out here and sing the national anthem.
Spartans are in their home white uniforms, and the Centerville team in their blue with white trim. That's a rule of in high school soccer that the home team wears solid white uniforms all the time.
Yeah, you know, they generally have that in a lot of sports where the home team always wears whites. I always like it whenever the teams can pick. You know, football, the Colts always wear their blue at home. But nonetheless, I mean, traditional white, and that's the Spartans. You know, when they get on the ground, they get a lot of grass stains when you're wearing white.
I would think it would be a job to keep them clean.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, the Spartans are hoping to bounce back this year. They had kind of a disappointing season last year when they won 9 times, lost 7 games and tied 1, and they lost run for the first time in a long time in their opener of the sectional. So because in the previous year, 2015, the Spartans won 14 of 20 games and won a sectional championship. So these guys here are they'd like to duplicate that.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely want to, go farther than you did the year before.
That's right. We go with the kick, and it will be...
Yeah, that's the first shot on goal, and we have somebody down.
One of the Centerville boys, they collided with a Spartan, apparently, and slowly getting up and limping a little bit.
And that's how soccer, they just keep going. They don't, you don't stop too much for anything.
That's right. We'll play 2 40-minute halves. Clock starts at 40 minutes and keeps going. Inbounding the ball on the far side will be a Batesville boy.
And you notice the kids that when they throw the ball in, it's over their heads, and feet must be on the ground.
It's about the only time they can use their hands, Ron,
yeah, that's right.
when they put the ball in play. Spartans get a takeaway from a Centerville boy and brings it to the end of the goal for them. Now Batesville, or Centerville, gets it back, calling Batesville.
Well, they got blue
the Bulldogs
too,
too, and they're blue, right?
Yeah. That's an easy save right there. It's
Saved
2 shots on goal,
goalie.
2 long shots on goal from
by the goalie of Centerville.
Yeah, they hit in the head. I've played soccer before in the past, and those headers, you do it wrong and you're jarred.
Right now the Spartans bringing it upfield.
A lot of physicalness in soccer. A lot of people think, oh, it's just guys running around, but no, there's a lot of physicalness in this game, and running a lot. I mean,
absolutely constant running.
We've seen Dalton Leon, during the basketball season, running up and down in that court. Now we know where he gets it from. It looks like he just, I thought he had an injury there, but he just adjusted his shin guard.
Kick coming up by Connorsville.
That's a nice kick. Oh, that would
over the.
It hit the net though, but
and on the wrong side of the net.
Yeah, believe it or not, those are planned plays. I mean, we had number 1 right there. He was, if it was just kicked maybe a little bit to his left, a little bit, he may have had a better angle to kick the goal in. And I mean, there's strategy out there. Believe it or not, there's a lot of strategy when it comes to soccer. It's just not anybody running around doing their own thing.
That's right. You have a position on the field, and you have an area that you take care of. No score. We're just underway in today's game between the Centerville Bulldogs and the Connorsville Spartans.
And you hear a lot of communicating. Not sure how much you can pick up, but the kids, they communicate with each other.
Yes.
And the ball is out of bounds when it is fully past the line. It can touch the line. It can be on the line. You can be outside the line as long as the ball is inside and still play. The ball cannot be out of bounds. And once once it crosses fully the line. In football, it's, in our football, it just has to break the plane. In soccer, it has to go completely over the line.
The ball headed for the goal, but nice save by Garrison.
And he said, well, they've had so many long shots on goal from him. He's feeling pretty good, not feeling the heat just yet.
Good
nice header there.
Bounce. Yes.
know, that's one of those things with soccer too. You got to protect every area of your body because you know that's not a hard ball like baseball. But boy, I tell you what, when it's coming in, you know, it's going to not feel good.
Spartans hit upfield.
And
The goalie for Centerville takes position. No shot at the goal yet for the Spartans.
And the one good thing about soccer,
Centerville.
one thing good about soccer that we talked about earlier, Fran, was the fact that the play really doesn't stop. I mean, they didn't. You know, the ball went out of bounds, and these kids are ready to go. There's no setting up the offense and ready for the defense to set. They're going. You know, because that clock doesn't stop.
No timeouts, huh?
Yeah. And watch this as they get ready to. They just get the ball, and here you go. As we say that, they get set up.
Players are positioning themselves for the ball to be put in play. Here it comes.
You know, again, if it can't touch any part of your arm. You know, this is the most popular game by far in the world.
That's right.
And a lot, you know, we Americans, we like high scoring, we like a lot of action. But again, you get out here and watch these kids. There is a lot of action. I mean, it's just nonstop. And that ball was out of bounds.
I thought it hit the sideline.
Yeah, again, the ball has to clearly cross that line. And again, you could be, you know, you could be outside the line as long as the ball is in play. That was nice cross.
Nice move by Spartans. Ethan Harris, number 1.
Yeah, that kid, you see him, he doesn't stop. That kid, he's. Yeah, I'm already, you know, tired watching them. These kids are in great shape. Again, that's another out of bounds, and so he got it. The kid threw it out of bounds, and they're not stopping. They're, you know, he's trying to find a player in white, and they're going.
Spartans have the ball near the goal of Centerville, but looks like Centerville.
I'm not sure that's a Centerville ball right there.
Not sure that apparently they are right.
Yeah, Centerville has the ball.
Yes.
You know, again, 40 minutes, you think, my goodness, that's 80 minutes, and you know, basketball is 32 minutes, and football is, 48 minutes. So
yes.
We're playing a lot of time, but again, when the clock doesn't stop, it goes by quickly. You got to maximize your time. Every second counts in this game. Because again, it's sometimes it's low scoring. It's hard to score. Sometimes it takes a long time to develop a play, to set up a play.
Yes.
Many contributing factors go into scoring. I mean, if you got here playing, I mean, it takes a lot to score. That's why you don't see, you see, 0-0 ties. And I'll have to get with, the officials. I don't know if they have penalty kicks at the end of the game to determine a winner. I don't know, but we'll find. Hopefully, we don't find that out. Hopefully, we
yes, right.
Score more than enough.
We're going to plead.
Yeah, but again, the time it takes to set up a play. I mean, these kids are always thinking ahead. See, that's it. You know.
Ball to the goalie of Centerville.
And again, the goalie can throw the ball. The goalie can only use his hands in that box.
Yes.
In front, he can only use his hands there, but he can come all the way out to the half line, but he can't use his hands, only in his area. That's the only time, and the only person that can use his hands. Another player can be in that box to act as a goalie, but the little box in there they can't be in to try to defend. Again, a lot of out of bounds.
Right, they work along the sidelines and
try to do a header. Again, you talk about, those headers. You can score from, that, as well as kicking.
Centerville's ball. They get it away from the Spartans and head for the Connersville goal.
We'll try an outside. Again, played by design, but good defense from the Spartans to kind of force the angle. Too tight of an angle, too hard of an angle.
Having across the end zone, so going to be put in play here by the Spartans.
You see a lot of guys in NFL, they do the soccer, the field goal kickers back in the olden days, they used to kick straight on. And then they got some soccer style where they, you get some NFL players who used to play soccer, and now they're field goal kickers.
Spartans in control.
Nice dribbling.
Right. Still a scoreless ball game here today.
Yeah, almost 10 minutes off the clock.
Yes.
And your FIFA and your World Cup soccer and international soccer, they count up. They don't count back.
Come the Spartans again, trying to maneuver that ball into the goal net.
We've had a lot. Of this 10 minutes, we've had a lot of time, and Centerville's side of the field.
Yes.
Centerville has had those long shots on goal that were just not designed at all. They were just shots. But again, C15 grabbed the ball and he hands it to his number 12, and he's thrown it. And there's not sure what happened. Oh, had his foot on the ground. Yeah, didn't have his foot on the ground.
Spartan ball.
Ooh, and just a little too hard right there. We had number Spartan. He was definitely wide open.
Right, he was setting up for a play, but the kick was wide.
And again, we see in basketball with defense. Wow, that was closer than I thought it would be. It was a nice shot. But
yes,
again,
it was.
In basketball. Yeah, as you see this shot on goal, again, it was just one of those shots that at first you thought, well, it has no chance, and then, wow.
Yeah,
But in basketball, when you see basketball, I mean, there's defenders, you got to give some space. In soccer, man, they're all over each other. So, I mean, anytime that there's a great plays because, defense got to back down.
Ball headed toward the Centerville goal, but went out of bounds, Ron.
Yeah, again, we've had a lot of,
yes,
the time in Centerville.
Spartans inbound.
That's good. Nice defense there from number 13 for Centerville. Again, we've had some time here. We just haven't really got any plays that has been developed at all, and good defense from Centerville to make all that happen.
Ball put in play, headed for the center circle, goes to the far side. Connersville in control. Centerville back to the Spartans.
That's one of those where you get to watch. That's a nice
ball headed for
shot.
the
Yeah.
goal. Nice save by Centerville.
Yeah, nice. Again, that was a nice, from Connersville to get that opening. It's just, as you see again, the lead guy and looking at the ball, and again just kicked it right to the Centerville goal. It didn't make him work too much on that.
Spartans in control, still playing it.
Again, sometimes as we talked, it only sometimes takes just one.
Yes.
But there we go.
Connersville got an open shot for the goal, but it's off the mark.
I got to tell you, we talked before in other sports where you have a wide open like that, the athlete's eyes gets real big, and when these
yes.
very seldom happen, you got to feel for the Spartan right there. Man,
That's right. It went to the left of left of the net.
It's like, oh, I can score right here, and your eyes get big.
Sure. Hurry probably a little
Yeah.
bit, maybe. Maybe he heard footsteps from Centerville or
Yeah,
something.
and now Centerville is on the attack.
Yeah, Bulldogs kick it wide of the net.
It's going into Everton. Yeah, I tell you, the Spartans, the last couple of times they've been down in Centerville's part of the field, they've had some good set plays going.
Yes, they have. I think they've had better attempts than Centerville at Connersville.
Right, absolutely.
Centerville hasn't been very close to the Spartan goal.
I mean, they've had a couple, but not as nearly as much. And as you say that, here we go. But
right,
just not enough guys down there. When we're in Centerville side of the ball, we have a lot of guys down there. Of course, that's.
At number 1, he's Ethan Harris. He's been a busy Spartan out there, Ron.
Yes, he
number
has.
1.
Yeah, I don't even see him sweating. That's amazing. And number 12 for the Spartans there took that shot off his body.
Yeah, number 12 is Armin Angeles.
Waiting for a substitution. And again, the clock does not stop even on a substitution. It's a matter of controlling the ball. You see these kids, and I don't know if you've seen that. That's a tripping. But you're seeing all the great players of David Beckham, and you go all the way back to Pele. That's who I remember as a kid growing up. You heard about Pele. That's all you heard when it came to soccer. And the dribbling is the aspect that's real exciting. Seeing them do the skills with the ball, kicking it off their feet, making somebody's shake right. I mean. That doesn't sound good. I thought it may have hit the Centerville guy's arm right there. And see, right, that was good dribbling there from number 11 for the Spartans, who, again, saw number 18. His foot stepped on the line. Part of it was outside, but the ball was inside as we have Spartans trying to set up a play right there. Ooh, just a little too hard.
Another one headed for the goal, but wide of the net.
Yeah, just a little too far. Again, right idea, right. It's just a little too far. Again, Spartans getting some good looks, but not enough, not executing.
Nice save by Martin for Connersville.
Again, Centerville really hasn't done any. Here's but again, good defense from the Spartans to stop that.
Right, they try and miss the goal, so it will be Spartans putting the ball in play.
Again, the Spartans said, "Oh,
yeah,
just
working,
right between his legs right
the
there."
Sidelines.
Yeah, that was. He started going before he got the ball, and it went right between and out. And again, Centerville hasn't spent that much time here in Connersville. It looks like they're not going to spend that much time on this time. But I'm sure they'd like to be able to spend more time here and start, try. Oh, I thought it went off his arm there.
Spartans get the ball away, bring it into heading for the goal of Centerville. Collision of players, a couple guys down, but no call. Now Centerville has the ball back to the Spartans.
You know, you got to give Centerville some credit. I mean, they've been pressured, and they're, you know, they got some good defense. They're making Connersville, you know, the shots that they have made have been contested. You know, again, nice defense right there. And
out of bounds.
So that's, there's two Spartans around him. Not sure why he wanted to throw it right there, but he did, and that's our ball.
Right, he threw it into 3 players. 2 of them were Spartans.
Well, I tell you what, you hear all that pounding. It's like, thank goodness they have shin guards. Oh, that's, yeah, I was going to say that's over play on Dalton right there.
Dalton Lee, number 10.
Yeah, I've seen him on the basketball court. That guy doesn't stop on the basketball court. I mean, he's one of those. I mean, he's going to be an asset this year when the Spartans get on the bowl with his defense. And now you know where he gets off his energy from. I mean, this game soccer, you're nonstop.
Yeah, this is great training for basketball, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened on that, but yeah, it's our ball. And again, what a beautiful facility we have up here. And again, I encourage everyone to come on up and see these kids play. I mean, you know, they work very hard, and seeing it up close and personal, it's a lot of fun to see them. And again, you know, this is one of those sports where you're not going to see, you know, 35-0 or anything like that. You may see, you know, we're halfway through this half and no score at all, and you may think, wow, this is boring. But when you watch the whole body of this game, it's fun.
You can understand why there are always low scores, can't you?
Yeah, and that's why you appreciate the times that these, you know, set up the plays to score, and some of them are, you know, some of those shots that the Connersville Spartans, I mean, if they were playing another team, they may have scored or whatever. But it's I tell you, it's fun to come here and see these kids set up. And you can always see them thinking. They're thinking about what to do. And that dude got clipped from behind. He's looking at the referee, wanting to know where was the call.
Dalton Lee kicks the ball. Spartan gets free, but some Centerville defenders get between him and the goal. And it's brought back out to almost midcourt. 27 is Alex King for the Spartans. Number 18 is Zane Spurlock.
Yeah, again, that was a nice. Well, here we go. It's going to be a shot on goal. No, just a little. We had the goalie out. That would have been perfect. We had the goalie out.
That's right. He was wasn't defending the goal, and the kick was a little bit too long.
Yeah, we had the goalie out on that, and again, that's where your eyes get real big. You're like, oh, I'm going to, you kind of do it, but again, where the goalie, look how far he is out. I mean, he is way out of there, and you know, we had an opportunity. It was our best opportunity right there to score, Fran.
That's right.
You know, and it was one of those plays that it wasn't by design. It was a faulty defense there on Centerville, and one of our guys was open. And, you know,
Spartans control again, heading for that Centerville goal, but a Centerville player has a different idea.
Yeah.
Gets it away from a Spartan. Yeah, there's a fight for the ball.
You know, and even though we've had a lot more shots on goal than Centerville, it just takes one, and you never know. And that Centerville player, he's over there arguing, wanting to know why we have the ball still. Thought it was out of bounds. You know, you can't argue until the referee tells you. That's not good playing.
Cooper Griffin wears number 16. He was in control of the ball there for a second or two.
Yeah, we see this guy, the Centerville goalie. You know, he throws it out a lot.
Yeah, he throws like it's a baseball.
Yeah. I mean, that ball, you know, he's got an arm on him to be able to throw it as far as he does.
Heading for the Connersville goal is Centerville.
Nice dribbling, nice defense. Nice shot on goal again. Wow.
Shot off the mark.
I'm not sure how high the goal is, but it's enough to where, you know, we have to jump a lot. Duncan, you know, 10? 8 feet, yeah. Yeah, so still, it's, you know, these, you just get that right shot and that right angle. Yeah, the Spartan's eyeing up the pitch there to figure out where to kick it. He's going to blast it out there. Yeah, that was
a couple of players let it go over there. They thought they had it, but
yeah.
Number 12 for the Spartans, Armin Angeles. It'll be kicked by Cole Martin.
I'll set the ball back on behind the halfway. I'm going to try to head it in. Oh. Now the goalie didn't have his hand on. We had a Spartan right there. Again, you don't want to try to kick him in the face, but that, you know, that could have been disastrous there for the Bulldogs.
Yes.
We had our guy right there.
Contour ball.
Again, we've had so many good shots on goal.
Trevor Young wears number 13.
There we go, getting free.
Peyton Kiefaber, number 7, was in control there. Heads for the goal, but the Centerville boy stops the ball, and we continue scoreless here in the opening half.
We got about 14 and a half minutes to go in this. I mean, it's just really, think about it, it's going by really quickly.
Ryan Scott, number 33, is in the game for the Spartans. Fight for the ball. Connersville has it. Goes out of bounds on the far side.
Oh no, off the Spartans. He had me fooled. The Spartans kid,
right.
He grabbed the ball. He's like, it's ours. And no, the guy in that matters says, no, it's Centerville. Deepest state, man. And again, a lot of their shots not really challenging our goalie at all.
Far to the left as the Centerville boy tried to score.
I tell you what, the kids that are standing behind the goal to go get the ball, they're getting to work out tonight.
Ball put in play. Centerville puts it toward the Connersville goal. Yeah, that one rolls way out of bounds on the far side.
That's another out of bounds for this. Oh, it looks like it was saved. Yeah, good job.
Yes, on the far side.
Yeah. You know, again, this game is the epitome of hustle. I mean, you have to hustle. Yeah, there may be times where you're standing there, but when that ball gets up to you, you got to be reacting right away because you never know when it's going to, you know, a shot's going to come your way. You know, and again, Centerville really has, you know, they haven't had too many one-on-one situations as far as
Ball out of bounds, kicked by Connersville.
You know, they've had a lot of, you know, we've been in their face.
As you pointed out, the Spartans have had the better shots in this ball game.
But again, it just takes one for Andy tonight. We'll keep repeating that a lot. You know, and the goalies, you know, they stand back there and go watch, and you know, I mean, they have to be alert, you know, all the time because you never know when somebody's going to shoot the shot out there. And how many times we've seen professionals where they shoot from a long, you know, they kick from a long way, and the goalie's snoozing and it goes past them. Good, that's about the best that Centerville's had so far.
Let's see.
And this game too is, as you can tell, a lot of you got to be patient. If you're not patient, then you're you're going to make bad shots, make bad decisions.
Ball put in play by the Spartans. It is right at midfield right now, and there's a ball, but it'll be a nice save by Connersville. Now Centerville heads toward the Connersville goal. And Garrison scoops it up as it heads toward the net.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you get the referee. I'm sure the sideline guy, but I don't. I guess they are on both sidelines, but it seems like he was making that call from far away. And I guess when you're on the line, you can see it a lot better where we're at.
I guess.
I guess that's why they have those flags, so we can definitely see what's going on. Again, Centerville spending a lot of time down here, Fran, this last
the Connersville end of the field here, and Garrison keeping an eye on that ball because if it heads toward the net, there he is.
And that was dangerous right there for the Spartans because he had a lot of Garrison had a lot of guys blocking his view, and you definitely got to that's very dangerous when you have guys in your view you can't really see, and that caused a lot of trouble. But he kept his eye on the ball, and there we go, and that's Centerville.
Spartans will kick.
I got knocked out. Yeah, that kid took a shot.
Spartans in control right now.
Again, Spartans haven't had a shot on goal in quite some time.
That's right. Now Centerville.
I thought they were going to headbutt each other.
The Spartans, yeah, they got pretty close together. Ball may go out of bounds. Connersville Spartan gives chase to try to keep it from going across the sideline, but it's out of bounds.
Again, this is where the last time Centerville had that nice shot on goal, a lot of guys clouding the vision of our goalie. Definitely don't want that to happen.
At the end of the field for Centerville at the Connersville end.
And danger good.
And there's Garrison again grabbing the ball as it heads toward the net. Nice save.
Oh, wow. I thought that was, Dalton was ready for that ball to come to him. Ooh, nice.
Spartans were heading toward the Centerville goal, but
nice defense from Centerville.
Yeah, absolutely. Bulldogs bring it back. Now they head
there we go.
The Connersville zone.
There we go.
Centerville. Centerville scores first in this ball game.
Yeah, again, it just takes one, and that was one of those plays where, again, Centerville got, got that one-on-one, and their player was ahead of our guy, and it was just between Garrison and the Centerville player, and the Centerville player won.
Comes with 7:31 left to play in the first half. Centerville grabs the lead of 1-0.
Yeah, again, that's what we talked about earlier, Fran. It just takes one, and unfortunately for the Spartans, it was the one that they didn't want to give up, and the only time the clock is stopped is on this goal. So, we're hoping still we got 7:30 to go, and we just got to go back to what we were doing, and that was getting, applying the pressure, and Centerville turned it around, and they started applying the pressure, and that's not good. That kid got nailed in the face. Yeah, but he's tough. He's getting right up. And referee's checking on him, and he's shaking it off. I tell you, these kids are tough.
Yeah, they collide out there.
Yeah, oh yeah, they.
Okay, it'll be Centerville kicking the ball.
Yeah, that was good play by Garrison.
Garrison saw it headed toward the net, so he just came forward and caught the ball. Spartans now bring upfield. Play to the far side. The official rules out of bounds. Spartans at the Centerville end of the field will put it in play.
Oh, see, that's dangerous with that. Their goalie out right there. And
that's right. He was
very dangerous. Yeah, I mean, their goalie was nowhere to be found, and none of those Centerville players, they got lucky there as the ball went out of bounds, but again, none of their players could grab the ball. Again, watch for, I mean, the goalie's nowhere to be found.
No. He was. Spartans down 1-0 here in the opening half.
Yeah, and again, we've had lots of good shots on goal, Fran, and that was a great opportunity right there. Just, couldn't get anything done. We didn't have any help.
Well, as you pointed out, all the Spartan defenders was one with the Centerville boy, and everybody else was not near the ball.
Right. But again, now it looks like, we're trying to take a little bit of control, but again, we got to score.
Ball put in play by Connors Hill. Spartans working it toward the Centerville goal, but the goalie saves it as it heads for the net.
And no threat on him. He must be the high school quarterback because he likes to throw that ball out there where Garrison gets it. And he boots it out there. And the Spartans definitely, need to, set something up here as we wind down under 4.5.
Right. Soon be intermission time here.
Yeah. Yeah, the Spartans definitely, want to, put more pressure in it. And again, we're spending a lot of time down here, and we've definitely have more time down here than Centerville in their area, but or in our side of the, but that's out of bounds and about took the referee out. but Centerville has the score. They scored, so that's all that matters. If we're going to be down here, we need to put something in the net. Here we go, get something going. And again, you have the idea right, but with the right amount of pressure, here we go, one-on-one again. And that's, nice stop.
Nice save by Garrison as that was headed for the net.
Oh, definitely was heading for the net. Number 20, he put his hands on there. He's got to respect that goal as you look right here. It looks like for sure that that was going in there. Garrison dove and laid it all out.
He had a couple of Spartans with him, but he was able to get the kick away.
We've not had that frame. We've not had that one-on-one. We've never been able to get the one-on-one like Centerville has.
It's hard to believe for me that they've only won 2 ball games.
Well, I agree,
team and lost 5.
Yeah, they must be playing teams like Real Madrid. I mean, because they're a good defensive team. They seem very disciplined. Again, we talked about earlier with a lot of their seniors. They have the experience, but their record's not showing the experience.
Ball goes out of bounds on the far side. Spartans will put it in play. Here's the kick.
Just
out over the net.
Yeah.
The Centerville ball.
Yeah, Lee's not happy about that. Dalton was hoping it would line right up. It's just a little bit too far. You see it again. You can score. Headers, they're fun to score off of, Fran, but anytime you get the ball in the net, that's what makes it fun as well. And Spartans just not been able to put the ball in the net at all. Really haven't had as many. Again, Spartans have had good shots, but not as, I mean, Centerville had those one-on-ones, and
Yes.
you know, fortunately we were able to stop them the last time, but the first time they scored.
Fight for the ball on the far side, and it is Connersville controlling it.
Yeah, went past our guy a little bit. I thought that was our ball.
Yeah, too, but it will be.
I thought they hit it first, but
Yeah, the Bulldogs will
they'll take
put
it
it in play.
Yeah, I thought that would hit one of their guys, but here's a goal kick.
Just a little over a minute and a half remaining at the intermission.
Yeah, again, we still got 40 minutes. I mean, that's what's good about this game is that, you know, we're just down 1. But again, in this game, 1 is huge.
Absolutely.
Especially since we've not been able to, you know, we'd love to be able to get on the thing get on the scoreboard right now.
Yes, it would be great to have a tie at the intermission, but I'm not sure if.
Yeah, we got 1 minute to go right now. And 1 minute to go. And here we go, Dalton. No, see, wow, that's, you know, somebody took a shot to the face, but again, that, you know, good defense there from the Bulldogs. As the Spartans try to press with 35 to go.
Hutton gets his number 35. He just inbounded that ball.
You know, it just seems like I said, you know, that right there with Dalton, that's perfect. We've pulled out their goalie many times, but again, just that last minute, you know, defensive play, you know, prevented us from scoring as we got 15 to go.
Spartans have the ball at the Centerville end, but time runs out before they can get a shot off, and we played a half here, the first 40 minutes of this ball game, and Centerville has a 1-0 lead as they scored with 7:31 remaining in the opening half. Run a defensive battle.
Yeah, definitely a defensive battle, and Centerville has just done enough to disrupt us. I mean, we've had some good shots on goal, but again, that one scenario where we had their goalie pulled way out, and then they had 3 or 4 guys in there to defend our guy. Again, nice defense there from Centerville. You know, we'll make the adjustments. Again, we got to get some one-on-ones. We got to be able to create some one-on-ones. Centerville was able to 2 times. Garrison made a great stop on that second time, but again, Centerville, the difference, they were able to create a one-on-one. We haven't.
I'm sure John Reynolds and Mike Bottomley will make some adjustments here at halftime for the Connersville team.
Yeah, without question, as they, you know, go set under the tree and collect their thoughts together. Yeah, again, one of the things that they want to do is, again, whatever opportunities they have to get some additional help, and again, got to create those one-on-ones.
Centerville, as we mentioned, has won just a couple of ball games, and one was by a forfeit. So I'm really surprised at
they're playing great.
This team, yes.
Yeah, they're playing outstanding. Again, got another 40 minutes to go, and you know, hopefully the guys in white make the necessary adjustments, and we can start putting some balls in the net.
Centerville lost the opener 5-1 to Franklin County, and then they won by forfeit over National Trail at New Paris, Ohio. They won over Knightstown 4-1. Then they lost to Whiteland 6-0. Lost to Batesville 7-1. Lost to Rushville 3-2. And the most recent loss was to Seton Catholic 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, those losses, aside from the 3-2, you know, has been blowouts basically when it comes to soccer. I mean, 6-0, 7-1, you know, 5-2. Those are close scores in soccer. 3-2 was close, but other than that, so you know, this is not the same team that was blown out 7-1 to Batesville.
And the Spartans, they won their opener against Newcastle. That was a 2-0 ball game. Then they tied with Lawrenceburg 2-2. They won over Franklin County by a 2-1 score. Then they lost to East Central 2-0. Over Union County High School 7-1 for their biggest win. And they won over Wapahani 2-0. And South Dearborn 2-0. So they had a 3-game win streak going until they tangled with Southwestern. That's Shelby County, and they tied those those guys at 2-2 in their most recent games. So that's where we stand as far as the records are concerned. Connersville will be playing yet against Rushville, Knightstown, Richmond, Greensburg, Oldenburg, the Oldenburg Academy, Shelbyville, and Batesville High School. And that final game of the season will be on the 28th of September, and then on Monday, the 2nd of October, the sectional start. So their season will be over here shortly.
Yeah, they get a lot of games in a short amount of time. And,
yes.
And, you know, again, want to go farther than they did last year in sectionals. They lost the first game. Definitely want to get back to the elite of the conference and also sectionals. So very good for the Spartans so far this season. Not good tonight, but again, we got another half to go. These boys will definitely come back.
Games remaining for the Centerville team are Franklin County, Union County, Jay County, Muncie Burris, Wapahani, and the Oldenburg Academy. The Spartans are Class 3A in soccer, and Centerville is Class 1A, and that again is based on the size of your enrollment in your school, how the classes are defined. 1-0 in favor of the Centerville Bulldogs over the Connersville Spartans in soccer here on TV3. We're happy to have you with us, and right now we're going to take a break, and we'll be returning with the second half, the second 40 minutes of today's game right after this.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
boy found.
Second half about to begin here at Spartan Soccer Field. It's the Spartans and the Centerville Bulldogs in a low-scoring ball game, 1-0 in favor of the Bulldogs.
And that may be enough.
It could very well be. They're trying for their third victory. The Spartans hoping for win number 6 here today. Clock has run out as far as the intermission is concerned, and officials are on the field. The teams are huddling right. Well, the Spartans are huddling. Centerville seems to be sort of spread out. Apparently they know what they want to do here in the second half.
They want to maintain the lead.
That's right.
You know, again, Spartans had, you know, some nice shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. They didn't have the quality shots on goal. They had a lot of shots on goals, but there were times where, you know, again, the defenders of Centerville were just outstanding, and you know, they disrupted our shots.
Okay, ball about to be put in play by Spartans. Cooper Griffin will be the guy to kick the ball. Here we go. Spartans will be in control as we start the second 40 minutes of soccer. Centerville out for the ball. By Bulldogs, they bring it to the Connersville end of the field. Here's a shot way wide. The Connersville getting the ball.
Yeah, you know, Centerville started off like that, you know, the first half, Fran, where, you know, they had, you know, a couple long shots on goal, and they looked disheveled. They didn't look like they, you know, were setting anything up. And then, you know, again, we kept the ball down, you know, putting pressure on their goalie, putting pressure on their defense. And, you know, again, we said it earlier, it just takes one, and Centerville had that one-on-one, and they were able to capitalize, and we just have not had anything like that. We've had shots on goal, but again, you know, Centerville's defense has been outstanding, and they've gotten the help when they needed it.
Ball knocked out of bounds by a Spartan, so it'll be Centerville putting it in play on the sideline. There's a fight for the ball. Nobody, Connersville now has control.
Yeah, out of bounds again. Centerville just definitely.
Spartans are trying to even up this ball game here, but most of the action so far is out here at midfield right now.
Yeah, again, just this, keep the same pressure and hopefully something breaks. Again, one good thing positive about this game is it's 40 minutes long. We still got an eternity to go when it comes to, making something happen.
Centerville defending the east end here at
that's
Spartan Soccer Field. Ball put in play by Centerville.
Yeah, again, we've been kicking that a lot. Again, Centerville, definitely opposite of their first half of play, where again it took them a while to where again they had some moments where they were putting pressure on us, but definitely not like this. I don't know if there was a clock that keeps track of how many times the ball, and not sure what's going on. Oh, there we go.
Ball kicked by number 4 for Bulldogs. That's Jack Crosley. Spartans have the ball. Let's see if Dalton Lee moves it into the end of the field of Centerville, but comes back this way as the Centerville boy controls it. If he loses control, goes out of bounds, it'll be Spartan ball. Peyton Kefeber flips it inbounds. Taken by Jug Mandami. He wears number 11 for Connersville. Again, the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, not sure how many times we've, it's just part of the ball game, but again, we got to try to set something up when we do get the ball. And, right now we're not as attacking as we were the first half. Again,
yes.
You say that, you think that we would have the lead, but no, Centerville does. And this is
action right now at the Centerville end
help.
of the field, but now they're coming upfield. It'll be Spartans defender Garrison in areas. Waits a try by Centerville, which is over the goal, and it's Spartan ball.
The Bulldogs again putting a lot of pressure. Just kind of hoping on that shot right there that that would go in. I'm not sure he really believed it would go there. Again, you talked about it earlier, Fran, surprising really only one win. The Bulldogs
That's
have
true.
2 wins.
Yes,
One was a forfeit,
yes.
so surprisingly that they have just one win. As there's a player down, he's
Garrison
grabbing
on a
the back of
save
his
by
leg.
Connersville. One of the Centerville boys down for holding his knee a little bit. The officials moves over.
Yeah,
to
it
talk
looked
to
like he
him.
was holding the back of his. I don't know if he got stepped on or not, but he.
He's up and
he's adjusting his sock, and I don't see anybody else coming out on him. Look that turn.
He acts like
wow,
he's going to remain in the game.
Yeah, that's why if it was football, he'd be out. He'd be out for a play. Soccer, you just keep on putting the sock up, buddy. Yeah, these kids tough. I'm telling you. Yeah, you get stepped on with those cleats out there. That doesn't feel good.
Played a little over 5 minutes of the second half here today, and still 1-0 with Centerville with the lead.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ball goes out of bounds.
The Spartans again just not seeming to be able to get anything going. Again, 34 minutes to go. It's plenty of time to get something going.
Yeah, they need to, I don't know, the rhythm or something isn't working for them. Of course, you have to credit the Centerville defense.
Yeah. This is one of those games where it doesn't matter, who you're playing against. Any team can be beat. It just takes one misstep on your behalf, and again create that one-on-one that Centerville had, and we've not had that, and just be able to capitalize. And
Bulldogs bring the ball up.
Yeah, they're just, again, more time. I mean, at the almost 7 minutes that we've played this half so far, 6.5 is probably nice. Yeah, from our angle, it looked like it was.
Another shot forward to the goal of Connorsville.
Yeah, Garrison's getting a workout here.
Yes, he is.
I mean, you don't want to work your goalie that much.
Dalton Lee, number 10, controlling right now.
Let's try to get him to get something going, and of course, Dalton's not sure why the whistle was blown, but all that matters is the ref knows. And oh, I thought it was on the way Dalton was.
Kicked by Barton of Connorsville.
Our guy wanted to headbutt that one and fell backwards.
Here comes Centerville to the Spartans' end of the field.
Yeah, again, you know, talk about, you know, in other sports there's strategy. You know, you got to stop the game. You know, collect your thoughts, strategy. In soccer, it's happening as it's happening. You know, you got to make adjustments on the fly.
The shot attempt by Centerville that was missed. Now the Spartans have it for a second or two. Yep, then they get it right back.
Yeah. That's been, you know, a lot of the, and again, Centerville, you know, they want to win this ball game, and they realize that, you know, Connorsville has been a powerful team in the past.
Yeah, they're trying to play keep away right now.
Yeah, they've scored, you know, 7 goals, 5 goals. I mean, they've shut out opponents. They had 2 games in a row where they shut out opponents 2-0. So, you know, Connorsville is a, you know, they definitely know that Centerville knows that Connorsville can have that firepower that can happen at any time, and so they want to keep the pressure. And I'm not sure why he's not kicking, but he's got that arm. I mean, he's throwing the ball pretty far.
Yeah, that goalie of
he's not a soccer player. He's a baseball player. That's we get that from Duncan. He's a baseball player, so that's why he's throwing.
I thought so when I saw that.
Yeah, either he was the quarterback or he's probably a pitcher on their team, because that kid, he's got an arm. He's throwing it out there pretty far. I'd have thrown my arm out and tried to do that. Yeah, you know, and again, he has had some pressure, but again, his teammates have helped him out. We're talking about the goalie, and you know, he's had, you know, lots of shots on goals, but again, his teammates have helping him out to disrupt the Spartans.
Played almost 10 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, and we've really not been. I mean, they have totally dominated the pressure. They've kept the ball, and that's
Centerville.
Oh, there he goes to kick. But he definitely, that was right there where, you know, our guy could have headbutted in there. There goes Centerville.
3 on
1
1.
on, yeah, 1 on 3. That's not what you want.
Centerville's outmanned, and Spartans have the ball right now. They need to head upfield and see what they can do about not scoring in this game so far.
Yeah, got to do something right now.
Yeah. Centerville, the ball will roll into the arms of Garrison, the goalkeeper for Connorsville. Flips it up field,
there we go.
And the Spartans.
A little bit. We got a guy on the right coming up.
A couple of guys, but they're 3 or 4.
There it is. Good job.
Right.
Yeah, there it is for the Spartans. Again, we created, again, not the 1-on-1 that you ideally want, but it was a 3-on-3 right there, and the Spartans, you know, get right in there. Again, you see we had Dalton Lee on the right there, far right, but again, the Spartans, you know, do a little, you know, take advantage of the 3-on-3 and kick it right in there. It wasn't hard, it was just at the right angle. Again, we tied this ball game up.
Comes with 29 minutes, 22 seconds.
Yeah, that's very nice for the Spartans to get on. Again, almost the same as the first half, where the Spartans were putting a lot of pressure on Centerville, and then, you know, Centerville didn't have the ball that much down on put pressure on Connorsville, and then they scored. Same thing right here in this half. Centerville, I mean, they pretty much have dominated the possession.
Now the Spartans defenders have to do their job.
But, you know, you get a little bit more extra spring in your step when you scored. So Connorsville has it back. Now that's tied, and here we go again.
Spartans had the ball.
Yeah, look at Dalton down here on the right. I mean, get that ball over there to him, and he's wide
That's
open.
right. He would,
yeah.
Had a clear shot at the net.
Not sure what they meant. Oh, there we go. I thought he had the two hands up over there, but it's our ball. That's Dalton. He's going to be coming out. He's going to be replaced with number 5 for the Spartans.
That's Bryson McQueen, who will be in the game for Connersville.
Again, the Spartans, when you get finally off the snide, I mean, almost a third of actually, about a fourth of the quarter gone before you finally score. And you went the whole, or the half, I mean, you went the whole first half that scored. It's good to get back on the board. Again, that's where you talk about patience, friends. Patience. This game is, a lot about patience. Again, 1-0. It's not huge in this game. It can be. That's where the patience comes in.
Centerville ball. Kick it off. It's Dante Torres, who is the son of a coach at Centerville.
Wow, well, that
he heads one for the Spartan goal, but Garrison catches the ball and flips it out.
Well, it worried me there with Garrison when he caught that ball, because the Centerville guy was right there, and I'm not sure he saw him in the way that he grabbed it and hit it up. That Centerville guy could have grabbed it and put it in there.
That's
could have
right.
kicked it. I mean, not grabbed it, but could have kicked it and put it in there. I tell you what, seeing these kids head that ball like that, I mean, that right there is where you want to do it, but sometimes they hit them off the side of the head. I'm surprised. That could knock you out. You hit it the wrong way. Centerville goes on the attack and tries to set something up. That was a very aggressive play there from Garrison.
And a nice save by Connersville goalkeeper.
Well, I mean, he had to definitely do that, Fran. You know that. I mean, this is one of those games where you run, stop. I mean, these kids are in excellent shape. Have to be. That's bended.
A high kick toward the Connersville goal is caught by Garrison.
And the way he was backing up, it was scaring me a little bit, thinking that he was going to actually end up in the goal. And if he would have ended up in the goal, that would have been a goal.
Yes.
I believe so. I can ask who scored. It was Angeles, and I tell you, we need more of him, and we need definitely more of that. Garrison's getting a workout. We need to start putting a lot more pressure on the Centerville players.
Spartans.
Another one. Ooh, wow, that was. I'd say from our angle, it looked like it was going in.
Tried the shot, but was missed.
Yeah, from that angle, it looked like that was going right in there.
We're tied at 1 here in the ball game.
Yeah, just a little wide. Of course, a lot wider than what we can see from here. But again, that's what we want. We want more shots like that. Make their make their goalie work. That looked like it hit him on the face.
Play at the Centerville end of the field.
Here we go.
There's
That was very dangerous there for the
goalie saving the shot from going into the net.
That was a good play there from the Spartans, number 34 right there, because, man, we had that guy on Centerville, number 20, was streaking. That would have created that one-on-one that they have scored on.
And the Spartans heading toward
the
Centerville goal.
Yeah,
and the shot was headed for the net, but saved by Centerville's goalie.
Yeah, it may not have been the best shot right there, especially when you had number 6 coming on the other side, who could have created that one-on-one right there if you just saw him out of the corner of his eye. Again, this game you got to be aware at all times of where your teammates are. And
play toward the Connersville goal is saved by Garrison as Centerville hits it toward the net.
I love how they just don't wave the ball. Ooh, that may have been good for us as we.
They head up the other end to the Centerville end of the field here at Spartan Soccer Stadium.
Again, the Spartans, 20, a little over 23 minutes to go in this ball game, almost halfway through, definitely feel much better. But again, I would feel much better if we had a lot more pressure like we're having now. And again, that's dangerous. Oh, wow. Again, need more pressure on goal. This game is tied. Don't want to have a third tie on the season.
So their last game ended in a tie at Southwestern. Bumblebee.
Is that a new? I've never heard of Southwestern Shelby County. Is that a new school in Shelby County, or no?
It's been around a while, I guess, but it's new on the Connersville schedule. So
no, apparently not.
Not new on the schedule either.
Yeah, getting all the information
from the athletic director here. And again, we'll take a tie. It's much better than a loss, but yes.
But again, you definitely had to pick. Obviously, you want to pick a victory.
That is going to take reaching that 10-game win mark that much harder.
Oh, sure, absolutely. In sectional play, there's no ties, so you definitely want to play for a victory each and every time. But again, this Centerville Bulldog team is much, or at least they're performing right now much better than what their record indicates.
That's right.
And again, some of their scores that they've been beaten by 7-0, 5-2, 6-1. I mean, that's you're getting blown out. I mean, you're not playing defense in soccer when you're getting beat by that. But boy, they've really stepped it up tonight. Don't like to see that against us.
Yeah, they brought their defense with them off the bus, that's for sure.
Yeah, they sure did as the Spartans start to set something up. Ooh, nice dribbling right there.
Spartans working the ball. The end of the field of Centerville. Ball go out of bounds, Ron, is that what it was?
Yeah, went out of bounds on Centerville. Yeah, we have the ball. And again, Centerville,
the Bulldogs bring
back on the attack
into Connersville territory.
They hit off the ref. He's not happy. Yeah, again, you hit off the ref, no big deal. You just keep going. And we're almost halfway through this half, and again, complete opposite of the first half, as Centerville was the one that was getting the pressure applied from the Spartans, but again, Centerville scored this half the same way as Connersville is feeling the pressure from Centerville, but we scored. So hopefully, we take this next part of this half and start to apply more pressure, and we're able to score. Because again, a tie is better than a loss, but against a team that you should beat, against a team that has this kind of record where they only have one real win, they're going to get on the bus, Centerville, go home and feel very good if this ball game's a tie. And Connersville's not going to feel very good about themselves. And that was not good. Will give us a free kick. Love. Yeah, that fell down pretty hard on that.
This will be Cole Martin kicking for the Spartans.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was trying to kick to, but you definitely want to try to kick to one of the guys in white. It could.
Ball stays Connersville's end of the field.
Good dribbling there from number 3 for Centerville. Good. Yeah, the Spartans again, feeling the pressure and definitely want to get the ball more, get them out of here.
Number 3 will kick off for the Bulldogs, putting it in play. Cross court to a teammate. They're trying to set up a play, but the Spartans will get the ball here and move it into the other end of the field.
Nice play. Now we got a couple guys there.
Right.
There's the one-on-one, maybe bad angle. Nice defense from Centerville, but we maintained it. There's a kick on goal.
Lee.
Oh, man, I tell you what, that was the goalie. Look how far away he is. But I tell you what, we got to score. Kid score right here at the. Wow, that was wow. I tell you what, that goalie's crazy. I mean, he was so far out there. But again, that was good play by him to disrupt the Spartans right there. But that's not a good throw. So hopefully we can get it back.
And the Spartans control right now.
That goalie, wow, he's playing phenomenal tonight.
Another save that he grabs.
Again, just a minute ago, talked about putting the pressure on the Spartans and that, or putting the pressure on the Bulldogs, and that's what we need to do. But again, when we do that, got to execute. I mean, we've had some opportunities that have not. I tell you what, these kids are tough with it too. Just banging, kicking, and it's out of bounds. We definitely.
Evan heads to the Centerville bench.
Centerville is again. You talked about the experience that they have, Fran, and again, experience is. There's two different things. You can have a lot of experience, but if you don't have the skill set, that's then you have a lot of kids that have the skill set but may not have that much experience. And I would rather have the skill set over anything. Obviously,
yes.
We want that.
Yes.
But again, experience does play a factor. And these kids have played Connersville each and every year, and right now they know how to play them, and they're using that experience, and we're seeing what experience can do.
Centerville.
That was another good play.
Ball.
Well, that was nice defense there from Dalton.
Yes.
You see that on the basketball court. He had nice defense. Here we go. He kept it in. That was very good. Again, came out of bounds. He was out of bounds, but ooh, boy, wow! I tell you what, number 12 for the Spartans wanted that one. He wanted the header into that.
Headed for the net, but the goalkeeper left the grass and jumped up to catch the ball.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, he had to. I mean, he was being very aggressive on that. Again, that's what I love about this. Watching this game. I mean, there's no TOs.
Ball at the end of the Centerville field. Lee coming to the near side, trying to keep the ball in play.
I'm very impressed with.
Spartans a long pass in and a
wow, that was
collision of the goalkeeper and the,
we had our guy on the goalkeeper.
The Spartan.
Yeah, where was the other guy where the ball was at? The Centerville guy had to. That was amazing. Of course, from this angle, it looked like it went over the line, but of course, from our angle, again, we're putting a lot of pressure.
Ball passed in by Connersville.
Fran, we're getting a lot of pressure on Centerville right now, but again, it's not good. It's quantity of shots, not quality of shots. Of course, that was it's what you want to do. You want to hit it in and hopefully head her into the ball, but or into the goal. But we're just not making good quality shots. Here we go. Oh, nice save from. As one of our guys goes right into the net. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed. Look at that. Again, that's just too bad it didn't go in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Didn't have the ball with him.
No. But again, what I'm impressed with is you know the fact that you know, these kids, I mean, they just don't get they don't get a break. What was that, Dalton outside?
Did it go out of bounds?
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah, my view's blocked from that one spot on the sidelines.
Yeah, Dalton gave, you know, a hard stare to the referee. Not sure exactly what happened with that. And, you know, it's unfortunate Centerville's ball, but again, we've kind of turned the tide. We're controlling the ball.
Yeah, the play
but we're not scoring.
That's right. And now quickly the ball is into the
sort of
Connersville end of the field, and there's a shot wide of the goal.
Yeah, what I liked about that, you saw, you know, 3 jerseys come around the Centerville player right there. I mean, he was trying to set up the one-on-one, but our guys came, you know, really quickly and disrupted that shot. Yeah, again, Centerville definitely wants to. You know, if they walk out of here with the tie, they're going to feel real good. But of course, they'd rather have a victory too.
Yes, Connersville end of the field is where we're at, and Spartan's trying to move it into the Centerville end. Ball kicked away by Centerville boy. Gray will inbound it for Connersville.
That was about, but we have no chance of scoring. But
it's a kick by Centerville.
Yeah, I thought to myself when that ball was going towards one of our players, looked like he was going to try to head it, and I thought, man, you better back away because that hurt. But he did.
Action is at the Centerville end of the field. Now it goes the other way, and nice save. I thought it was going to roll out of bounds.
It did,
yeah.
he grabbed it and kicked it out of bounds.
Okay, Centerville puts the ball in play at the Spartans' end of the field. There's a long pass, but the Spartans Centerville boy was able to catch up with it.
Nice defense from the Spartans right there. Again, got to get it out of here. You know, I mean, you just get the. You almost get the feeling that Centerville, you know, again, is doing everything in their power to just keep the, you know, as we talk about eating the clock in the other sports, is that they just want to keep, you know, keep eating the clock. I mean, it's not like they're trying. I mean, obviously they're going to try to score, but they want to keep the pressure on. As we approach 10 minutes ago in this. Boy, I tell you what, that ball went out of bounds and they gave him a new one.
Spartans have the ball at the Centerville end of the field.
Again, that was nice dribbling from the Spartan right there. Keep in possession. That's what you want. Let's try to do that. Yeah, that guy's. Oh, he's not. Oh, he was. Yeah, I thought he was going to put the ball down. He was. Okay, he was playing possum there for a minute. But yeah, that's a hard collision right there. That's not good. But these kids tough. Again, that's something that, you know, you want to keep the pressure and keep them down here, and you know, but you don't. I mean, again, we still got 9 minutes to go in this ball game. You don't want to, you know, overdo it and not make good quality shots.
There's a heads for the goal, but it's too long. That attempt was by Peyton Kiefaber of Connersville.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Again, as you said, just a little bit too long. And
If the goal was 20 feet high.
yeah, we definitely would love that shot. You're right. Maybe make it 10.
It would have stayed in. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, again, the Spartans, again, getting some pressure on Centerville, but, you know, without question, Centerville's came to play. Their defense is incredible.
Now the Bulldogs in control. Bring it up to the end of the field for Connors. Connersville's into the field. There's a save by Garrison, a goal in of Connersville, but Spartans trying to get the ball to the other end of the field, but they're having a hard time doing it right now. As this Centerville team playing good defense.
Well, they sure
Here's
are.
a ball that goes out of bounds, I believe. But it was a Spartan and a Bulldog both with that ball, but the official rules that Centerville ball.
Yeah, that's funny right there because you know, our guy, definitely number 1, Ethan Harris, right there. He's kind of like, hey, hand me the ball. It's my ball. I can tell you. He was trying to confuse the Centerville guy, and they get the ball. You know, again, the Spartans want to get out of here.
Yeah, they're in their own territory, and
yeah, again, you know, eats up a lot of clock when you're down here, and you know, almost 6:45 to go, and you know, these seconds are very precious, and you can't waste them at all.
action right now at the Connersville end of the field.
Can't quite see what's happening right there, but again, you want to watch those headers. You want to watch those crosses as you see it coming up right here. Oh, that's yeah, definitely want to not let it go out of bounds because it takes too long to set up. So great play there from Garrison. You know, right to the Centerville guy, but would you say it touched his hand?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's a violation of some kind, so
Yeah,
it's.
Dog's not happy about that.
No, the Spartans are moving into Centerville territory, and a miscue gives the ball to Centerville.
Yeah, and again, eats much precious time off the clock when this happens. Now it's our ball. Now we got to make something happen.
Right.
Again, it seems like, you know, minutes take hours at times in life, but right now when you want to score, these seconds or these minutes are taking seconds.
Spartans deep in Centerville territory.
I think it's out on this again. Yeah.
Another mistake by the Spartans, Ron.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, again, that's and Centerville's not going to be too quickly to try to get the ball in. They're going to take their good old sweet time to bring it in. They're taking allowable time for that. Is, you know, again, this is a tie. You know, they definitely want to score. They want to walk away from the victory as well. But you get the feeling that even though this is a tie ball game, that Centerville's winning.
Kicked by a Spartan.
You know, and that's where it's rare in one of these sports, Fran, where when you're playing, you know, a team, again, that you should beat on paper, and it's a tie ball game like this, I mean, you feel like you're losing.
That's right.
Yeah, so Centerville definitely, again, they want to score. They want to walk out of here with a W, but you know, they haven't had a tie all this year, and they've only had one true victory.
Keep the ball. The guys got tangled up there.
Yeah, he got tangled up, and you know, he took a hard one.
It's going to be Centerville ball. We're under 4 minutes to play in the game.
That's ahead of the guys ahead of him. No. Again, you just got to be careful on that.
That's right. Kick by Garrison, puts the ball in play. Spartans trying to get it into Centerville territory, and they do. Centerville defenders fall back, though. It'll be kick into the goal area by Martin, but it is stopped by the goalkeeper.
Not a good throw. Got to, yeah, well. Yeah, again, that, I mean, you know, one of those plays where, I mean, you know, didn't have any help, and you know, nice kick to the goal, but again, no one around to help, right to the goalie. If, you know, again, we've seen crazy things happen, you know, where it's, you know, not in this game, but other games.
Now we're under 3 minutes to play.
Love us to score right here under 3 minutes to go. Again, you start pressuring and overplaying, and looks like that's what's happening now as one of the Centerville guys takes a shot to the gut. He gets right back up.
Action is in the Centerville end of the field. Heading for the east goal. Put in play by Connersville.
Ooh, 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 ooh. There it is. Oh my goodness, what a great save by Centerville right there. That was unbelievable. I thought the ball was going in the goal from this angle. Yeah.
Yes, it's headed for the net.
Yeah, I mean, that was unbelievable as we're counting down to 2 minutes to go. That again, we had opportunities, but Centerville's defense just picks it up right there. That was fabulous. Yeah, from our angle, it looked like there was a lot more. You know, it looked like it was going right in.
We're under 2 minutes.
These kids get knocked around. Don't want that to happen. But again, Centerville, they're playing as if they have the lead 2-1.
Here's the goalie for Centerville about to put the ball in play.
Just too much
Nice save
right
by
there.
Connersville to keep the ball from going out of bounds, I believe.
Yeah, it did, you know, yeah, right there. Again, got an opportunity, you know, to head it in as this is what's going to happen with that, and something happened. And
we're in the final seconds of this ball game, and it's 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah, again, not sure exactly what happened.
I'm not sure either. What the official is discussing.
Well, the clock stopped, and I'm not sure exactly why it stopped, but it did stop. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on out there. I don't know if it's a free kick. I think that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a penalty kick. Yeah, it's a penalty kick. And yeah, here's what led up to that. And, you know, that's what happened.
Chance to win.
Oh, yes.
We got it.
Yeah. Again, that, you know, that right there, you can't make a mental mistake like that at the last minute and expect a bad team to not do anything about it. And Connersville took advantage of that. They get a clear penalty, and we got 32 seconds to go as the clock starts again. And well, I tell you what, that clock is, well, maybe not. Here comes, now there's penalty. Is there? Got to get it set back up. Not sure if they're going to go back to 36 or not. No, 33 seconds to go. Again, that definitely is you know, helped us out a lot. You know, right there, Centerville made that costly mistake. You know, we had, you know, we were putting pressure on them though, Fran. We were putting pressure on them. You know, had a lot of corner throw-ins, a lot of corner kicks, and you know, now it's just time, as we say, eat the clock, as we got less than 25 to go. Yeah.
Out of bounds.
That guy he's not feeling good.
Well,
you just, I tell you what, in this game, you can't afford to get to lay on the ground. You got to get right back
That's
up.
Right.
You know, they'll start the game without you. and they just throw it out of bounds because it's going to take 20 minutes to sit there and get the ball.
That's right, yeah.
Yep, that's ball game.
I
Wow.
think we've reached zeros on the clock. So that means this is a final score, and the Spartans, wow, with 36 seconds remaining, hit a penalty kick and come out with a victory that it looked like a win was in jeopardy there for a while.
It did, Fran. It looked like we were going to walk away out of here with a tie, which, in my opinion, when you, again, play a team that you should win on paper, that would have been, in my opinion, the loss. But the Spartans took advantage of the miscue from the Bulldogs, and they took that penalty kick and put it in, and we walk out of here with a victory. Again, a hard-fought victory. These Centerville Bulldogs came to play.
Yeah, they did. They played well.
They played very well.
I was impressed with that team.
Yeah, very much so.
And as we mentioned, they only won 2 ball games, and one was a forfeit, as you pointed out. So they had just one actual win. That was 4-1 over Knightstown. But the Spartans come away with victory number 6. So they are 6 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. Spartans here are being congratulated by some of the fans along the sidelines.
That's awesome. That is very awesome. Get on out here, support these kids, watch these kids play. They, play 40 minutes. And when I say they play 40 minutes, they play 40 minutes each half. They don't take a second off.
The Spartans scored with 29:22 left to play in the first half. It was Armin Angeles who scored to make it a 1-1 ball game after Centerville scored 1-0 with 7:30, make it 7:31 on the clock in the first half. They went ahead 1-0, and they held that lead until the Spartans scored with Angeles putting it into the end zone with 29 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the second half. And then the Spartans, with 36 seconds left in this ball game, got a penalty kick from Cole Martin to give them the 2-1 victory. So an exciting end for the Spartans.
Very exciting. I mean, these guys, again, it looked like they were just going to walk out of here with a tie.
Yes.
But they took advantage of that penalty kick, and we walk out of here victorious for our 6th victory. And again, a tie makes it harder for us to get to that 10-win mark. This gets us closer.
Well, the Spartans will be getting ready for their next opponent here, and as we pointed out, this schedule will be ending on September the 28th, and then they will be opening sectional play the following Monday on October the 2nd, and the section will be played at Greenfield for the Spartans Class 3A. So hopefully they'll come out of that.
Yep. I'd like to see them again. You want to go further each year, and losing that first game last year leaves a sour taste in the mouth of the boys. And yeah, the seniors definitely want to go a little bit farther than they have last year.
Enjoyable game for the Spartans and their fans.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, this is one of those games where you want to watch because there's no timeouts. These kids, they adjust on the fly. You hear them talking to each other. They strategize as they're playing. And again, as you could tell, each score means something, because in each second is precious in this game. It's all about patience, and these boys' social patience, and what was given to them with 36 seconds to go, they took advantage of it and scored and won.
Once again, the final score 2-1, Connersville over Centerville. From the soccer field here in Connersville, this is Fran Schulman thanking you as always, for watching Spartan Sports on TV3, and on behalf of Ron Wiley, good evening, everybody.